evening. Welcome to Hannah Klein's Time. Before starting this podcast, please download my episodes and share my podcast with your friends. So today, it's February 26th. So it's 2 days away until March. Like a real spring to me. And in Japan, March 3rd is Girls' Day. It is not very religious, but it's a day to celebrate girls. I think last year I wrote about this probably. Yes, I did write about this on my blog. But in Japan, there is a custom to celebrate girls like this. And it was very disappointing that so many people were not aware of women's rape on October 7th, and also rapes against the hostages. The latest hostage came back, and she was sexually harassed for over, about 400 days. Well, more than 400 days, I have to say. More than 1 year under such a terrible condition. And in Japan, nobody is discussing it. And I am very disappointed at the lawmakers who do not pay attention to this fact. The Japanese lawmakers are not paying attention, and the Japanese media, well, they of course write about the predicament of the Palestinians in Gaza, right? So I hope that they pay attention to the hostages' terrible conditions. And they have to remind themselves that Gazans kidnapped them as well. They're all accountable. And look at, well, I have to say this is terrible. This is very difficult, but I have to say this. Look at what happened when the Bibas Sherry, Ariel, and Sherry, Ariel, Kafir came back. Sherry came back later, but this stage, they have to make that stage to propagate what they're doing. So they think that they are justifying what they're doing by making the stage, and also they believe that they're heroic by doing it. It's very sad. I talked with the retired lawyer, Leonard Grandstein, who wrote Because It's Just Right, the book that I really, really enjoyed. I hope that you purchase this book, but in my opinion, sadly, if there were an election in Gaza, I have to say that they will elect Hamas again, even after October 7th. They're proud of it for reasons. And I discussed this with Reserve Colonel Ranzamir on Sunday, and I think what he says is actually true, and it's very sad, but it's true. So, but anyways, on February 24th, I was watching FDD. I don't know if you know what FDD is. It's not a bipartisan organization of it based in Washington D.C., but Jonathan Schrazer, the executive director, he was interviewing one of the hostages' mother, Idit Odel. She is now in the United States, and she would like to speak to the lawmakers. And a lot of lawmakers are very sorry for what happened to people of Israel on October 7th. And beyond that, of course, they are very sorry for the hostages. And I hope that they have very strong words against Hamas. And yes, I just believe so. And yes, President Trump has been very helpful for the hostages and for the people of Israel and the nation Israel. And it is wonderful that he has been helping people in that manner. So, moving on, today is the funeral of the Bibas. It's very sad, and I would like to read out some of the posts from X, and also people have been posting the eulogy of, and it is beautifully written. Yes, it is beautiful. And it is very plain. And those words will reach Sherry, Ariel, and Kafir, I believe. It's just truly sad that regarding what happened to the Bibas family. It is just beyond sad, in my words. It was horrific. The scene, the stage was horrific, and the people of Gaza. I'm sorry to say this, but there is no shame in what they were doing, and there was no shame in what Hamas did to them. It was truly not even sad. I was very angry at what was happening in Gaza. But Yarden read out a beautiful eulogy dedicated for his wife and children. And Sherry Bibas' sister. She said, "The monsters beyond the fence will lose. They have already lost." This is from Noah Magid's post. She's a journalist. Yes, Hamas has already lost. Really. I really feel that way, and I believe that way. And along the way, there were a lot of people with Israeli flag. It's very sad, but I hope that Jordan has to get over this tragedy. It is horrific tragedy that he has to go through. I just have no words, but I really feel sorry for what happened to him. Moving on to the Japanese politics now. In Japanese politics, I would say I am on the center-right side, conservative. And now, I used to support LDP, but I just do not know where to go right now because, there is a new party called Conservative Party of Japan, which has been very popular, and I believe the party will be very popular among the conservatives. But the reason, for example, this tax issue that Japan has been the Japanese lawmakers have been discussing. LDP cannot even offer the best solution for this, to reduce tax for the middle class. It is very, very sad, and it's now deflation, and also the price has been inflating. I mean, both terrible things have been occurring in the Japanese economy, and the lawmakers are not helpful to the Japanese. It's very sad, and I hope that this problem is resolved. Most of the people are the middle class, and they are not able to consume as much as they used to, and that's going to cause a lot of problems. So before talking about other people's probably I have to say yard, this yard in this country is in real trouble, and Japan has to resolve this problem seriously. So I would like to end this podcast today. I was not feeling well on Sunday. It's not because I was sick, but there are reasons for it. But anyways, I will refrain from talking about it. And but anyway, I hope that you have a good day in the United States, and it's quite late in Japan, but it doesn't matter what time, because you can listen to this podcast anytime you want. So please listen to my podcast, Hannah Klein's Time. Download my podcast and share this podcast with your friends. Okay. So have a good day. Good night.